live, dude.
This is tight. I'm hype already.
Yeah, man. So this is the All or Nothing show, and my name's Austin, obviously, and this is my man Miles, who's going to be a special guest today. We're going to be talking a little bit about what he's up to, what he's been doing to create a brand that he's trying to pick up from literally the bottom, and creating some cool things with training programs and whatnot too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the life of Miles Hicks, and then also any other shit that we can get into and jam about. But today we're starting to show off with a review. We got some 3D.
Let's go.
So we talked a little bit before the show started, or before the mics were on, and you've tried a few flavors now.
Yeah.
And you said your favorite flavor was Rocket Pop so far.
It's literally the best one. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it, honestly, but it's just solid.
Well, I have not tried any yet, and the lady at the store warned me, and after I heard Miles say it, I was like, damn, I wish I picked one up. I picked them all up except that one. Because once you try Rocket Pop, you tried Rocket Pop. But the chick was like, yo, Rocket Pop is my favorite one. You sure you don't want that? Oh, I'm not sure, but GNC, the one off Laburnum, that's where I swung by, and they still had a bunch of them, or at least definitely these colors. They had like a couple of the Rocket Pops left.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Probably like 3 or 4 of them still on the shelf. But today we're trying green, because that's the one that I've heard the most noise about from the people that I work around. And yeah, let's go ahead and crack straight into these things, man.
I didn't take pre-workout this morning, and I was like, I'm glad I didn't.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yo. I had this. It's like Mountain Dew.
Yo.
To me.
Damn.
What does it taste like to you?
Makes me smile. It's like really good.
Wait, I will say about 3Ds, man. They've made me crash hard.
Do they?
Hard.
Is there a lot of caffeine?
Was it 3? 2? I don't know. It says on the front.
No, right on the back. Contains 200 milligrams per can.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it's stout.
No, it's weird, though, because no energy drink I ever have.
Like Monster and all that stuff.
Don't make me crash. These things make... I don't know. Maybe it was... At that time, I was drinking like 3 energy drinks a day.
I was about to say, do you think it's like the timing of it? Of when you were drinking these?
We'll find out today.
If this dude's out in 30, you're going to have to take a nap break.
You're talking.
Take a nap. Intermission.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, this flavor is quite fire, actually. It's up there.
I remember it now, yeah.
So on the show, I let everybody rate their drink 1 to 5, and not out of 3Ds, any and all energy drinks you've ever drank. 1 to 5, what is it?
Ooh, like rate this or rate my... Okay.
Rate that. That sip right there. This flavor. And remember, there's a huge gap from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, so you can do some decimals in there if you need to.
Yeah, I'm a hard critic. My girl hates me for it. I'd have to rate this... Alright, I'm going to give it a 2.7.
Yo!
I'm a hard critic. Because I'm an OG Monster, the green one. Like, that's it for me.
Yeah, no, the green. Yeah, I know all about it.
But and I'm not a Mountain Dew fan. Does this taste like Mountain Dew to you?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Sierra Mist / Mountain Dew to me.
Yeah.
Definitely lemon
like
limey.
Diet lemon.
Or diet Mountain Dew. Exactly. Now that you say that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, dude, I'm sorry. I'm polar opposite, man. You shocked me with the 2. Did you say 2 what?
2.7.
Oh. I feel bad giving him more than that. Like, so I was gonna go 4.2.
Oh wait, you're talking about? Are you rating it compared to like any Monster, any like?
Yes.
Yeah, 2.7.
Oh man, maybe I need to open my mind and try some more shit out there. Holy hell!
I'm just super hard critic.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Please, 3D, send this guy a good drink. Good God.
Yeah, my first 3D was the white one,
yeah.
And I tried to take it through security like an idiot, and obviously they didn't let me take it.
Yeah.
I'm like.
Yeah, that sucks, man. I always forget to when I'm showing up to the airport. I'll usually have like a little liter of water, oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I've messed up plenty of times, and especially an energy drink one time, so I had to chug it right there. I was like, dude, there's no way I'm trashing it.
Man, I should have, but I was literally like, I forgot what airport I was at. I was Houston Airport, and it was just like backed up, man. I was like,
you don't want to be that dude.
I'm not gonna sit. And this thing like. Carbonation on serious.
You probably yak it right back up.
I beer. Look, I told you I don't drink.
Yeah.
I beer bong a Monster.
What?
And I'm shotgun the Monster.
Oh, I feel like I'd burn like 3 years. It'd be like the worst feeling ever.
It hurts.
I've done some shotgunning back in the day, but the carbonation's a little bit different than
beer.
Oh yes, it's different between the two. Beer's not so carbonated like these.
Yeah, I've never tasted beer.
Are you? So you're like legit telling me like you don't drink at all? Like,
yeah, no. When I was even little, like my mom, she probably shouldn't, but like she let my sister and brother and me
nothing
try
sure,
it.
dude.
Right. And I was like, no. I don't know why. I've always been that way. No.
Yeah?
Throughout, I'd go out. I used to go out every single weekend.
Yeah.
I've gone out 5 nights in a row. Never even I've thought about it once, and the only time I thought about it was when I was going to college. And then you tell a girl that you're sober, and they're getting hammered. They're like, oh, well, he's
dude's weak.
Me. Yeah. So I was like, man, maybe I should start drinking. Now I was like, nah.
No, that would have been looking back on that now. That would have been the worst decision to start drinking.
Man, I really feel like I would enjoy it a lot, more than I should.
Well, and that's not a bad thing. I think people are able to enjoy themselves and still be effective and a decent human being. But I don't know. I think if you don't need it, don't. Yeah. It's not worth dab them with.
My biggest fear is for example, I could go this 3D or whatever. For example, I took pre-workout for the first time in months yesterday just because, I don't know, I felt like taking it. And this morning, I didn't take it though, but I was like, man, I need pre-workout or I don't want to work out. And I get so routine with everything, hard.
Yeah.
The fact that I feel like alcohol changes how you feel. So I'm wondering how you know what I mean?
No, I think it does. It truly does. I mean, I drink a lot of wine. Yeah. So I used to drink a lot of beer back in high school, college, whatever. I was that typical guy, or everybody would just party. That's all you did.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was a point in my life where I definitely slowed down, and then I met my wife. She likes wine a lot, and that's hard to not drink that when she's drinking it. And anyways, long story short, I drink a lot of wine, but I don't really touch liquor anymore. I really don't touch beer unless it's a hot summer day. I might drink a few, but power to you, man. So would you consider yourself you've never touched it before, your straight edge type deal?
I mean, I guess technically, I've never smoked. I've never done basically.
Yeah, straight edge, brother.
I don't know. I don't like that title.
I know the title is kind of weak a little bit. I don't know. It sounds
honestly Richmond. What do they call them?
They call it hardcore.
Yeah,
straight edge hardcore. Yeah.
So I mean, no offense to that, but
it's just a life decision or a decision you make daily, which is, I think, is more mentally tough. To say no than just go along with the flow.
Honestly, and that was also a point in my life where I was it was man, all my friends had to be drunk to have fun.
Yeah.
And I'm not judging anyone who does that. Like I said, I know it's fun. There's bars crowded every single weekend. But I was man, if I can't have fun sober, then am I really you know what I'm saying? Am I really kind of living right? And then I guess it just helped build my my willpower in life just to do anything.
No, hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think they correlate. They definitely cross over like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. And I've been trying to do that recently myself. I've been doing this deal to where I've been trying ever since almost the first of the year. It wasn't a New Year's resolution. It was I just didn't want to drink anymore.
Really?
I tried not to drink. Not that I'm quitting, but I just wanted to go a long period with being able to say no.
Right.
If somebody's like, hey, you want a glass of wine, want a beer? Nope. Maybe just because it does, huh?
Dry January.
Dry January, yeah. We're doing it. Well, it's now over now, but which is pretty sick.
Last day.
It is.
Gotta pay my rent.
I know, we just paid ours today, man. Gosh, dude. And then February is a short month, or a weird month.
My birthday.
Is it? What day?
End of the month, 27th.
That's almost the last day. I didn't even know. I thought it went to 26.
Isn't it a leap year this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you, 10?
Nah, I'm not. But I think that's the 29th. It's the 29th, so it's a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess it's not that weird.
28. I don't know.
I'm going to look it up right now.
I really don't know.
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to let everybody know.
But
February ends the 29th.
Yeah. So
you're on a Thursday.
Yeah. Usually it ends on the 28th.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, man. How bad would that suck if you were born in leap year?
I mean, I'm still getting old no matter what. So
no matter what,
it don't really matter, man.
Yeah, you're right. You're true that, man. True that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I wanted to, obviously talk with you a little bit about what got you into fitness and how that journey started. And obviously, it looks like that was your habit. Some people going out and partying is their habit or their thing to do on the weekends. And
I still do that.
Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying, but getting lost in the sauce with it.
Lost in the sauce. That's been my phrase lately. I just brought that back. I've been saying that a lot lately.
Let's do it.
But honestly, I was supposed to play college basketball, and
Were you like, did you have a school in mind or anything like that?
Nah, I mean, I was gonna play D3. My grades were literally like, hey, lower than lower than this rating. And
damn, that's tough, dude.
I was supposed to go to junior college, get my grades up, and I was gonna play at Lynchburg College, and I went there, and I was like frail, man. Like, I was like 180 pounds, and like I'd already been.
How tall are you?
6'6".
Yeah, that's like that is.
That's
slim.
after me like trying, like I was just taking like loads of creatine, not even knowing what was going on, really, just like not even really lifting like that, and then. So I was like, I gotta put on weight, like if I'm gonna play college basketball, and so obviously like I didn't play at Richard Bland actually because I just didn't, the club team, I just didn't want to.
Yeah.
I started working out, got a job, and then I just really like I just loved working out. Like I was going like twice a day doing the same muscle group. Like literally,
that sounds like me. But when my first 6 months, I'd literally go and I'd do the whole upper body and lower body circuit, and I'd come back and do it again.
Man.
Like just the machines though, like. I just hop on that thing and just hit it.
I'm glad there's a table. No, my legs aren't that small, but my first like.
Oh no! I mean, I would get to the leg part, but I would. Oh yeah, I was.
No, listen. My excuse for leg day was I play basketball and I need my legs to play basketball. So.
They don't need work.
No, literally for like the first like. Honestly, I hate to say it, but like year, and then I was like, man, like, I need to start doing legs. And
getting heavy up top.
Yeah, and then but now it's like my biggest fear actually the topic is like how supposedly like after a certain amount of time you start only supposedly like gain like 0.5 pounds muscle a month.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gaining any muscle upper body, like if my legs need to be caught up, then like I should not be doing upper body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's serious. I feel you on that.
And like I hate that because like who doesn't want to like do upper body? I mean, I guess I could like the 2 days a week just do a push pull, but like I mean I've done like 3 legs 3 days a week, glutes, hammies, quads, but yeah, no, I mean, but yeah, no, that's how I got into it, man. I just love it. Like I would choose, like not really, but like even just I would choose that over almost anything, honestly.
Dude.
Like.
Addict. Like I am purely. I was talking to my client this morning. I am purely an addict. Just to like going in there and getting my blood moving. Like it's like euphoric. Even if I don't have pre-workout, I still get a good lift in. But getting back to like the pre-workout and wanting to like not depend on it. Like it does create an experience.
Yeah,
if you think about it, it does. But like, and it's tough to not take it. But I do realize that like I can still go in there without taking it and like still get it done.
Exactly, because that drive's there. Like you just enjoy doing it, man. Yeah. No.
But when you started first lifting though, did you like do it at a local gym? Did you end up like how did you transfer into like going in there hitting it every day? How did you learn like the
YouTube.
way you YouTube?
Yeah, definitely YouTube. Like I came across YouTube, and I came across I think it was Mike Rashid.
So it was during like that era.
So I was
like
going,
the CT Fletcher's, Mike Rashid era.
Yeah. So I was going like extremely hard for no reason. Like I said, I would blow my chest and try out, and literally come back that night and do chest and try just as hard and be cramping up.
Like that was like sports training, like 2 days, literally.
Yeah, and I just loved it, man. Like I think. Like, I thought I loved basketball, but I love just training. I think, like, just the concept of getting better, like, in life, like, has just always motivated me. And, like, man, like I love training. I used to, for basketball, every single day, I used to wake up before school and go, I lived near the middle school, and I would run to the middle school, dribbling, and I would do drills, like, literally before school, come back, get ready, go, get off, get out of school, then go train at the high school, like, I'm talking about Christmas Eve, like New Year's Day, like I'll text my coach's son, like, hey, can I get in the gym? Like I'm trying to like work out. And I just love it, man. I think it just really just shifted over. And I think I fell in love with it more because it's like all on you. You know what I mean? Like it's all on you. You don't like unfortunately you don't have to rely on the teammate and or anything. And it's just like if you put this work in, it's gonna change. And then you know how weightlifting is.
Oh yeah. And like cutting back on like it's all you is like it's don't take it as like it's not competitive though. Like I still am super competitive with it with myself though. Like I definitely, I strive to like definitely get better in like almost all my lifts. I want to look a little bit different. I want my weight to be up a little bit. You know, you have these little goals with yourself, and you know, it's all about being a better you.
Well, yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I used to be that way. I still am. Like, it's funny because I feel like at some gyms, like, you know, you go in there and sometimes you get some funny looks. And I'm just like, thought we're supposed to be in here to like get better. Like,
Yeah.
why are like you like checking me right now? And like, I used to be. I mean, you know, since I want to have any type of like fitness career, like I've tried to like make it slightly competitive. Not with others, like it's not like, oh, like is this arm bigger than mine
like
right now in the video?
alpha type shit
Yeah,
coming
like
in there.
I'm
Yeah.
not for that. But like I do. I was talking my friend on the phone the other day, and I was just like, man, like if we're not living in California, we have to like outwork everyone here, and that's just me being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you want to stand out, you have to literally be the best in whatever you're doing, and it's nothing against anyone else. It's just you have to really put that work in. And that's another thing that I even just took with me is like my dad's always, you know, he was like, oh, Miles, you might think you're the best in Colonial Heights, but there's a million other dudes out in this world that are way better than
Get
you.
checked
Like,
real quick.
yeah, and so like I always just took that drive and like, you know, like I said, passive aggressive, not passive aggressive, but just really passive towards like just being competitive against anyone, not anyone, because like I said, I don't even notice anyone in the gym,
No.
but like I'm just like I'll sit there and I'm like, yo, Miles, do you want to be the best in here, or or do you want to be the best? Period. Like then like do the extra rep, do
Yep.
the extra set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just how I take it, honestly, as far as recently, rather than the past where I'm just like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's still times where I go in and I can go through the motions a little bit.
Yeah, always.
You know, because at the end of the day, it still is like a fun place to like look forward to go. If you're not going, you know, balls out per se, it's
Yeah.
like you can still go in there, get your blood moving, you know, test yourself a little bit, but you aren't like going through the wall with it. But I definitely think, you know, realizing that you have that extra rep, like you're saying, or just knowing that like, hey, if I push, I can push myself through those ones that hurt.
Yeah.
That's where I'm really going to grow, and like you know, I don't know, you find your limits in there. Like
No,
it's one of those
absolutely.
places where you're able to find your limits, like, and push yourself more than any other place I feel like in life. So
Yeah,
I dig it.
absolutely. And it goes into your life. You know what I mean? Like you learn that like you can go harder in whatever field. If it's studying for a test, if it's
Oh, hell
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying,
Hell
like
yeah.
anything. Like
Yep.
you like, I know I can push myself harder. Am I really like giving everything my all right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's why I just love it. Like it's just fun. Like it's fun. It's good
So
stuff.
from lifting, obviously, comes around to like that lifestyle and wanting to help others and become better. Where did your brand that recently, I guess, I feel like you started it not too long ago. Where did Muscle Mileage come from? What inspired that?
Honestly, like I just wanted to have something represent like the message of just having a message, and honestly just keep going.
Yeah.
Like the slogan's like how far can you go, and you know, like I said, it's just I've always been taught to you should look nice wherever you go, blah blah, because how you look matters, and I used to spend thousands of dollars just on Alphalete or you know like any brand,
Yeah.
just because I was like I said raised to look nice, and I've always kind of had like an entrepreneurial like mindset on things like for example, I work at my job and my job's cool. It's easy, but like I hate the fact that I could potentially get fired from there, and it's not in my control. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
mean, you know, like obviously if I don't do anything wrong, like
I mean, you go in and you do your job, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like I just wanted to be like on like my own boss, and like I said, like I just sit there and I think, wow, like this another person like that is equal to me, like everyone else in this world made this, and why am I spending all my money into that when I can make something myself that
Yes.
like is tailored to what I like, you know?
Yep.
And that's how I came out with the scoop shirts with the like trimmed on the side and everything, because I mean that's what I like, you know. I go to PacSun or wherever I buy my clothes at, and
Yeah.
you know that's what I go for, and you know I kind of just do a little bit of, I try to mix it a little bit, just like I mean it's very common now, but like literally I just try to make my own, and
Yeah.
like I said, just spread that message of just like that journey of your life, not even only fitness but your life as well, like whatever it is on the other side.
Yeah, dude, I think I really like dig how far can you go. It's like, you know, are you in this for the short game or the long game?
Exactly,
you know? It's
man.
like that's what relates to me about it. It's like
Yeah.
I like the meaning behind it. It's really sick.
Yeah, man.
And you know, you talking about how you were buying everybody else's shit when you could have your own and try and make it as best as possible in your own way. Stuff that you truly like that's, tailored around you, your ideas, your concepts. I mean, that's kind of pretty much how our company started with Gymflo. Is just us, wanting to take our own product, stuff that we wanted in it, stuff that we wanted it to taste like, and that's boom how it all starts. I guess almost with anything. I guess it's what you want.
What year did y'all start?
Around 2015. I don't remember the month though. It was definitely a warm month, so I would assume like June-ish. But yeah, I came home one day from working with my mom. She has a court researching company where they collect data at courthouses. Yeah. So long story short, what I do, a lot of people probably hate me, and I'll explain it to you, is I go to the courthouse. I'll get on the public access computer in the courthouse, and if you got a ticket, let's say 2 weeks ago in Richmond City, I'm going to go to the computer there, and I'm going to pull up court dates 2 weeks from now, and your name will be one of the hundreds of thousands of names that will probably be going to that courthouse in 2 weeks.
Right.
You got a reckless driving, so I'm going to be like, all right, Miles Hicks got reckless driving on this date. This is when he's going to go to court. This is his address of where he lives, and then this is who the officer was, blah, blah, blah. I take all that information, type it up, and my mom's company sells it to attorneys around Richmond.
Oh, snap.
And then they send you brochures in the mail.
Ah, that's how you guys work.
Yeah. What's up?
Hey, you got to do it.
Hey, so yeah, if you're getting letters in the mail, more than likely I'll type your name on it.
Right, marketing right there. That's marketing. No.
Yeah, but anyways, work was getting cut back, at least for me, on that. And then I'd also just, I don't know, I just wasn't enjoying it, I guess. And then I was like, man, broke. I just wanted to do something else. And at the beginning of it, I didn't even think about making like a business out of it. It was more so I just wanted to save money.
Right.
And like I said, next thing you know, one thing turns to another. You research a little bit, and you can literally do anything you want out there.
Anything,
Google
man.
is the thing.
YouTube too, though.
Well,
like, don't sleep on the YouTube.
Yeah, don't sleep on that. Yeah, those combined are the trifecta of getting it done.
It's crazy. Like, honestly, I'm a big YouTube. I don't watch TV. I don't watch sports. I watch YouTube heavy.
Me and Nick just talked about that last show, man.
Heavy.
Like, I could get rid of my TV at home. I don't need it. Like, I got it because me and my wife, we might watch Netflix, like a show here or there.
Only
Besides that, if I didn't have, like, literally, if we weren't together, I'd save so much money. I'd cut the cable bill. I'd literally run off my phone, and I hold it so close to my face. It's a big screen already, you know what I'm saying? It's just like everything's YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. That's it, man.
I love YouTube. Like, and honestly, I've got my girl hit to YouTube. Like, she's like, we can watch one of your bodybuilder favorite people. But like, I follow like different, like for example, like camera review people, like just different things that that I can utilize. But I mean, anything like if I'm looking up how to, for example, I want to start like a subscription thing on my Miles 6 Fit website, and I don't know how. Like, first thing I've done is go on YouTube. I didn't even go to Google. Like, I just go to YouTube because like I can watch it. You know?
You're right.
Like,
you're right.
It's literally crazy. You can literally become a doctor from watching YouTube.
Yeah,
like,
I bet you can, dude. I bet you there's people
not certified, but
YouTube certified, man.
Man, it's
YouTube.
It's literally crazy, man.
It is, man. It is, and I still, like you're saying though, like I literally learn daily from YouTube, like how to set up this podcast stuff, how to hook the mics up, how to adjust this, it's like everything's on there, you know.
You want to know something hilarious?
What?
I don't know why I'm saying this right now. I know Audacity like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
In high school, me and a few of my friends used to rap.
Yo.
And I have a double like closet. Well, I had a double closet, and so I gutted out one of the closets, got like the foam, and made
Is it like a double? Like, is it like something like that?
No, it's like there's like one here, and then there's like a little bit of wall, and then there's another closet. So I just put all my clothes in one.
Gotcha.
Close the door, and it was so
spitting fire.
It was so funny, but we just used Audacity. We had our iPhone headphones, and then eventually we got a mic. But just playing around with it, but
that's pretty dope, man. Speaking of rapping, I went to Tappahannock that was my high school. I went to Essex, and that's where Chris Brown went, whatnot. He was a year above me, and by the time I got in, he had already, I guess, pretty much left school. So I didn't really know him, but everybody that I was in school with knew him. Said, always talked about him, this and that. And,
you like Chris Brown? I mean, do you listen?
Yeah. If I don't like listen to, I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of his new stuff, but I guess I don't know what time frame that I used to listen a little bit. But if it came on or whatever, I didn't like buy his shit though. Not that I'm against him or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
I didn't buy stuff, but now Apple Music. I'm a huge Chris Brown fan. I know like that whole Rihanna thing.
Oh no, I mean I didn't. I mean I do care about that, but like I didn't even like. I just never really listened to him that much.
What do you listen to?
I do listen to a lot of rap. I do listen to, and when I'm saying like rap, it's like older, I guess. It's like a lot of like either 3 6 Mafia or maybe like the 2009 to 10 like Waka Flocka.
Oh, snap.
Dude.
Wait, like heavy or just like a little bit?
I listen to it like if I'm listening to rap, that's what I'm listening to.
Okay.
I just love the beats, man.
Yeah.
Like the beats are what hit.
I was Lex Luger then, man.
Yeah.
I actually have like a weird like thing where I listen, not purposely look, but I'll find a rapper before they blow up.
Yeah.
And I like listen to them hard. Like Juicy J, I don't know if people know this. Juicy J used to be the biggest thug ever. Like after this, you gotta look up. It's called Robbers Killer Steve. He has like I don't even know what kind of gun it is. He's like with a gang of people. He's like pulling the gun.
Yo.
Like it's so funny. It's really really.
I mean, but if you like listen to him talk, like dude's smart. Like he's smart now, and like I mean he's probably smart back then.
Yeah.
You got to be smart to be to last in that type of game. But like
yeah.
it's just I could imagine definitely that whole clique being like
man, it's
part of a gang or something like
funny.
that. Or
It's
just like
so
deep
funny.
into some shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it so like real and like it hits harder for me is like probably the more like hard it is, like the more I'm into it. So I'm not really too big into like I don't listen to a lot of like Drake or anything like that or like any of that like new stuff. Well, I mean, I'd listen to it if it's on, but like if I'm looking for stuff, I want something that gets me like hype and like the more dark and like heavy it is.
So are you a heavy metal fan?
Oh, a huge heavy metal.
I don't know. My brother used to listen to that like toilet flushing sound stuff like
yeah.
Like my brother used to listen to that.
Toilet flushing sound.
Like a public bathroom when you flush that thing.
It's got the air like the jet on it.
Yeah, I'd be scared. I'm like scared to listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm not even like I'm like man, I'm gonna get possessed by the devil.
No, and some of the like if like some of those bands are like Christian bands, like some of those are the hardest ones. Dead serious.
Oh really?
So the lyrics, like if you actually were to understand them, like some of them, yeah. But I actually used to train, and he comes in from time to time, and I used to probably like a year ago before I left Compel. I used to train the lead guitarist for a big metal band, one of the biggest in the world, and they're based out of Richmond. They're called Lamb of God.
Oh yeah, I know them.
And,
I don't know their music, but
yeah, they're definitely that heavy like toilet flushing, yeah. But they all of them live around Richmond, and the guitarist he trains out at Gold's Gym Laburnum, I guess when he's not on tour. And I trained him for a few times, and then he went back on tour, and he's been busy ever since. I haven't seen him in like a year.
That's tight. Do rock like I'm not honestly hip with rock like but do rock like artists do they make that much money? Like
I don't know. I assume
like
he does.
But I
but
know
you have to be like top of the top like, to really make some money. And I'm not thinking they're like millions and millions, but I'd assume they're easy 6 figures.
I mean,
like 100,000 over 100,000.
I'm wondering why like rappers
do make the loot though.
I think it was one of the most popular like it is the most popular like genre. I think
it's the most not I don't want to say the most relatable. It's like I don't know they
not nowadays.
Some of the stuff they I don't know some rap songs are very like relatable and like not poetic but like they they tell a story and
absolutely.
And some rock songs do, but some rock songs are like kind of basic nowadays.
Repetitive?
Yeah, repetitive and very basic.
Yeah.
Don't really tell a story. Like, but some rap, like, I forgot the dude's name. I'm feeling retarded now. But there's some, like, a couple new artists that, like, when they rap, they, like, tell a story. Like
Kendrick or J. Cole.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, J. Cole,
yeah.
Kendrick. Yeah, they tell, like, it's like a story. Like, you can visualize it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So
man.
people relate.
I love interviews. And I love interviews in general, usually rap, but like I'll sit there and watch interviews over and over again. But like I said, it's usually rappers, and sometimes I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
And like I'll watch them, and I'll end up liking their music just because I like them, like as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that makes it even better. Like relate that harder.
You know one rapper that everyone probably hates that I really didn't listen to his music. But
6ix9ine dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Have you ever watched any of his interviews?
Like, no, but the thing I don't know if I don't know him enough to where I can say I could respect him, but the only thing I respect about him is that he doesn't care. Like the way he came up and like or his music, like It's horrible. It sounds horrible to me, but at the same time, I respect it and I can like understand it because I'm like the dude is so out there that like I fuck with it.
Well, you know those kids like in school, like the ones that like are doing the dumb stuff to get you in trouble, and not to get you in trouble, but to get in trouble, like throwing pencils in the ceiling and stuff like that. He's definitely one of those kids, and I feel like he just got influenced, and then like, like I mean. Honestly, he's like a marketing genius. Like, if you watch his stuff, I think he's
everybody
like,
talks about him.
Yeah, I think he's kind of smart. I'm not sure actually. I don't know if you can quote me on that. But the way like if you watch his interviews, you're like he's like thinking about what he's saying.
Yeah.
And, like he's like I know this is gonna work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like that part, I just respect of it. Like coming from like a social media, like trying to do something with that. Like you understand you have to be marketable and know how to catch the audience's eye.
Yeah.
And obviously he is literally the walking meme of that.
Who's the dude that they just did a Netflix series about Astro World?
Travis Scott.
Yeah, I fuck with him just because I watched the documentary and I got to learn about him as a person. And after I did that, I was like, damn, the dude came up from like they showed like his first little show and it was like 10 people at it.
Yeah.
Dude's like true to himself, man. It's like, damn, man. It's pretty sick.
Man, I love that, man. I love that mess.
The come-ups and whatnot.
The come-ups, they're the best, man.
But yeah, what are you listening to now? Like, what's your top artist?
Top artist? I mean, like my favorite top artist, I would have to say Drake. But I mean, honestly, like
just don't listen to him too much.
I don't know. It just depends. I'm in a very mood. Like I love Chris Brown though. Like I listen to a lot of Chris Brown. I mean, I listen to very very hood like rappers like that you probably never heard of called VL Deck.
No.
He's just like he sounds like he's like. Do you remember the rapper Mystical?
Yeah.
Sounds like him, but a very hood version of him.
Very raspy.
Yeah. He just yells and he's like. I don't know why, like I'm obsessed with the hood, and so like anyone like that is like
I'm in the hood.
Like anyone that's just like representing the struggle in the hood. Like I think I like the struggle. Like one thing I learned about like interviews and through interviews and stuff is like the worst moments can like make you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they can obviously make or break you, but like most of the times like. You hear like something happens to a family member or something like they were just brought up and it just makes you tougher. It's just literally like bodybuilding. Like you train hard, you know till failure or whatever, and you grow. Like and like I just really I love it. Like it's weird because I'm the furthest opposite from it, but I love it, man. Like so yeah, I just listen to them. Lil Wayne just dropped the album.
You think he's coming? Like you think he's still got some heat, man?
Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
We can't talk about Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne.
Okay.
I would fight you on this podcast if you talk bad about him.
No, I just asked a question, man.
Well, like, yeah, no, I think he does. I just think he's messed up in the head.
I haven't listened to him in a while.
He just dropped a new album like literally last night, and I've been listening to it, but I haven't given it my attention. But Dedication 6 Reloaded, I'm doing this for Lil Wayne right now. Dedication 6 Reloaded, you gotta listen to that. That is, honestly, some of his best like bars ever.
No, I'll give it a listen. I won't lie. I used to listen to him back in high school. This was like 06, 07.
Yeah.
And all the shit back then was like, I mean, every radio station, every like top hit had Lil Wayne on it or it was his shit. Like.
Yeah. I love
and then
Lil
there was
Wayne,
a period where I just never heard of him. I guess because I wasn't listening to the right music. But
I honestly think he's just messed up in the head. Yeah. Like I hate to say it because like I said, I love Lil Wayne. I used to be obsessed with Lil Wayne. Like I think he's just going through something that we don't know about, like more so, and like he's on hard drugs. Like you know how his famous like Spark the Blunt before the songs, like he's sniffing cocaine instead and sparking and it's just like if you've seen him lately, he looks terrible. Yeah, and it makes me sad, man.
Yeah, no,
but yeah,
I think that game does like get to you with just like that much like attention, fame, and like there's a lot of stress. I feel like there's a lot of that like us we don't know about. Like you're saying, like
and
a lot of back end stuff.
And he had that falling out with Birdman.
No.
Yeah, he had a huge. He sued him for like $14 million or something like that because like he wasn't letting him release his music.
So this might sound stupid. Back in like the early 2000s when Lil Wayne was popping off, like 98, 99, like Bling Bling, that song Bling Bling, like I always thought Birdman was Lil Wayne's dad. Is he not?
Nah, he just kind of like he's like an OG to him.
I grew up
he
like
was.
thinking that like Birdman was literally Lil Wayne's dad.
Did you ever see like when they kiss each other in the mouth?
No.
They-
Yo.
You gotta see that too. It's
No,
disgusting. It's foul. They like literally like lip lock like.
Like kiss.
Yes, like not on like some side to side.
It's not like some British like.
It's like mwah.
English.
It's disgusting.
Yo, man, when you're family, you're family.
No, man. Like I don't even like.
What's
Shout
up,
out to my
fam?
grandma, but I don't even like when my grandma tries to kiss me.
Oh
on
no,
the
dude.
nose.
No,
I'm like,
it's
what?
definitely
It's weird.
Weird.
But yeah, no. Big Lil Wayne fan, man. What about you? What do you listen to now?
Man, well, I've listened to heavy metal and whatnot, but lately, man, I've been digging. I listen to. This is just recently. I'm not like hard into anything, but if I'm in the gym, it's usually heavy metal or heavy rap, like heavy and usually older rap. But when I'm chilling, editing videos, or just hanging out, I'm listening to. It's weird, but I'm hooked, and I always have been on Justin Timberlake.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like not a fan. I just don't. I know "Cry Me a River."
Oh,
like,
dude, come on, man.
What
That was
other
like
songs? Like what are those other hot songs?
So
I know,
there's a few other ones like in the late '90s that he had that were good. With like Janet Jackson, the one at the Super Bowl where he pulled her tit out.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what that one was called. But there's a couple other ones, man. Some of his newer shit's pretty cool. It's very like some of it's chill and just like got a good beat to it.
Really? Oh, so you're hip to his new stuff too?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I think he is very. This is my opinion, but I think he's very, very. Fuck, man. What am I trying to think of the word? I'm trying to say artsy, but like he's very. He's well rounded.
Yeah.
He can
yeah.
act. He can sing.
That's how I feel about Chris Brown, man.
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah, he's a talented artist.
Yeah.
And speaking of like Justin Timberlake, Chris Brown, what do you think about? And it's just because the song's been stuck in my head, and I follow him on Instagram. For a while, I hated him, but now I fuck with him just because like he seems like he's grown up a little bit. Damn, man, my brain's just gone on this.
I need to know,
dude. He just came out with the song. It's
How's the song go, man? Sing us the song.
you got that. Damn, dude. I just have a stroke.
Bro, I need to
Yummy,
know.
yummy.
Justin Bieber.
Bieber, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I mean, I like him. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like say like I don't sit there and like, ooh, when's his album gonna drop?
Yeah, no,
But, like,
me neither.
I think he dropped some other song with someone. I didn't listen to it, but I didn't download Yummy either.
No, I didn't
But-
expect you to.
but-
You're bumping the yummy on the way to the gym.
He's got some good features. Do you keep up like I'm like huge, like I said, YouTube. Do you like follow like or not follow even, but just kind of keep up with like the Logan Paul, Jake Paul stuff?
No.
All right, so like, you know who they are?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so they're like, if not the top, but like very close to the top like YouTubers ever.
Now that you say that, I've
Blonde
heard the
guys.
name. I've heard the name. Still don't know who you're talking
They
about.
they're masterminds of like YouTube. They blew up on Vine. But anyways, like they're like going into boxing, and they're fighting like the biggest other YouTubers. So
For, like money,
yeah,
obviously views.
like money. Like supposedly, don't quote me. It's either Mayweather and Conor McGregor or Mayweather and Pacquiao. Logan Paul, the older brother, and this English dude named KSI had more viewers for their press conference than they had for their fight.
Yo.
Like, but they're not making this much. But I think
Yeah.
they made something like $7 million.
But still, that's ridiculous.
But there was a fight last night. It was Jake Paul versus some other guy, so he can, because Logan is his older brother, lost to KSI, and Jake wants to fight KSI. I don't know if you're catching this on, but Jake had to fight this other guy and beat him first to get to him. It's all marketing.
Yeah.
But
So, have you watched the fights?
I saw the highlights of Logan Paul and KSI, but I was like on YouTube last night and I saw like they were like hyping it up on YouTube live, and then you have to download the Zone app or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And I went to Twitter and I found someone like posted the stream, so I watched
Yo,
it.
nice.
But it was like it was clearly set up. Like,
So, does it look like they're actually going in?
So Jake
least,
Paul,
like,
yeah,
a
like
little
this
tap
man,
here and
like they like Jake Paul definitely. They were wearing like no headgear, 10-ounce gloves. They legit like were serious about it. But I mean, I think the dude that was fighting Jake Paul knew he was gonna lose, and I think he just saw it as a marketing aspect and a money aspect. And then it hyped it up because now Jake is avenging his older brother's loss.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
see what
It's
you're
just
saying.
set up money.
Yeah.
Because I nearly, it's $20 a month, and I nearly bought it right
Yo.
because they were hyping it up so
Gotcha.
good. But I was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Pay up, sucker.
Yeah, nah. But
Damn. I'd
it's
lose.
tight.
I'd lose for $100, man. If we just could put on a fight and then be like, all right, I'm gonna lose, you win. We're both split it.
Bro.
For $100, man.
One time I nearly, this kid hurt my little brother.
Yeah.
We were wrestling in the front yard. He didn't even do it on purpose, and I nearly fought him. Like, I was really about to swing on him, and he was like, "Stop!" He was like, "I'll pay you $20 if you wrestle this other kid." And so I was like, "All right." And I told you, I said, "Yo, if you just let me win, then we can split it." And I just, like,
win-win right there, man.
Yeah, but
Hell yeah.
yeah, nah, man.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, funny.
Well, so I wanted to get back into a little bit about like muscle mileage and whatnot.
Yeah.
So now that you've got it going, I see that like you're starting to build a little bit of a team with it.
Yeah.
You're doing some content. You actually just flew out to California, which was sick. And you told me a little bit about that before the mics came on. Like, what did y'all get into out there? Like, why did you go out there to shoot the content instead of maybe trying to find something maybe more local? I'm just like genuinely.
Yeah. Honestly, like, to be just authentic with it, it's like when it comes to really just like social media nowadays, we all know like it's part of a flex, and it's part of like it's marketing. Like, you have to market it, and like the way it's set up now is like you either like really stand out or you're just one of the other millions of people. And the approach like I looked at it was, cause I wanted to kind of move out to Cali, and I still go back and forth like almost daily with doing that. But people like, all of a sudden you can post, you're here, and people are like, oh, like that's crazy, whatever. And it was just like, why not get a better scene? The expos that weekend. And like really just network, and like I saw Bradley Martin's gym, talked to him, and I got into Rain, the energy drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, their video, and Rain followed me, and like that power lifter or strongman guy followed me, and it was just like it was just marketing, to be honest. It was marketing, and it was just I wanted to go over there anyway, so.
I definitely, I agree with you. Being able to like be around the right people and
man.
put yourself around the right people, because not that it can't be done on the East Coast, but I definitely think it is tougher.
Yeah, and on top of that, like I keep referring it to interviews and rap, but that's another thing that I learned with like rappers, and I hate to say it, but I relate the rap game or just the industry or whatever to social media just as much, because like say if you think about rappers, it's all just a big flex. That's why they get paid more. Like they're buying the diamond chains and the cars and the clothes, and it's just the all factor, and that's what it really comes down to. And then another thing I learned that is like most rappers, they know someone else. They're already around someone else in the game, and that's their ticket right there. Like most rappers, there is select few, but most rappers don't make it out of the game and blow up because they're just so talented. It's like it's who you know.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's like that's what like we went there for,
But would you also agree though, like if you weren't talented, or if you didn't have the talent to begin with, though, being around, even if you were around the right people, you still maybe wouldn't have a chance without that like talent to maybe get out there.
Depends. I mean, like listen to rap now. I mean, it's literally
you're right.
horrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad it makes me cringe right now.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter if I think I always say it's who you know gets you in. It's what you know keeps you in.
You're right.
Like because you can be terrible or whatever. You can get a hot single or whatever because you have engineers, you have people around you. You have those top people that are like, that's it right there.
Yep.
Stick with that.
Mm-hmm.
You do that one song, you get paid $1 million, they spend all their money, they're out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just honestly like, I think it comes down to networking, man. Like you think about like fortunately enough, and I don't know exactly everything that came into it. I know you say you this room, but like if there's someone that doesn't have any like network, anything to come to them, like to fund, to invest, to do anything like that, it's way harder. You know what I mean? When you're coming with everything from just yourself, it's so much harder if you don't have your parents or or rich aunt, uncle, whatever to fund it. If you can't find an investor, if you don't know someone famous to market it, it's like it makes it that much harder. And so like yeah, I mean that's how I feel about it. Like honestly, yeah, and that's how I feel about muscle mileage as well. It's like I literally like my own money, and obviously there's the ups and downs with it. I'm sure you definitely know, but like I didn't get any investment. I didn't have any fundraising money. Like I didn't have any family members to invest. I legit just took my savings and just said, boom, like here we go.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was financially bad idea because like with these yellow and black crop and the yellow shirt, like I came back from Texas after my show, and I was like, I was sick because, like I said, I was spending all this money, and I had already came out with black shirts, and I just stopped it. I just put it on the back burner, and I'm like, because it's expensive. Like
it is.
It's expensive for samples.
It takes a lot of money up front to get anything going, especially if you're going through samples like you're saying, then readjusting this, and then you definitely something starting from the bottom.
Exactly.
It takes a ton to scale.
Man, it's hard. And honestly, you're going to sink on it. If you don't have, like, even just a mentor. And that's all it really comes down to is, like, the mentor aspect of it. Like even to bring it back to fitness. Like, I remember, like, I used to watch Mike on YouTube, but I just thought he was a guy working out. But Zach Smith Fitness, do you know who that guy is? He's some Australian guy.
No.
Anyways, saw him. He was, like, an online trainer, and he was, like, had the followers, blah, blah, blah. And he was the first like online coach I've ever seen, and he was living the life, And I was like, I at least comment on his pictures or message him. How'd you do this? How'd you do this? Like, what did you do to get here?
Yeah.
And like, you don't know if you don't know the answers. Like, I mean, obviously you do your own research and do it, and that's what happens. And but
if you want it bad enough,
if you want it bad enough, but like it's just it's hard to do it without that, to be honest. And like I said, like I lost money, I wasted it. Man, when I came back, I was so fired up. I was like, man, I've been waiting so long. I've been saving up my savings just because I needed to. Spent like a lot of money to get the shirts, and I can't say I messed up on them, but they could have been better. Excuse me.
What's man?
It's a hard process.
I definitely think it doesn't matter what you're doing, and from the outside looking in, it might not look this way, but you on the inside knowing. At least through our process, we've lost more than we've won.
Oh yeah,
and it's like, but I mean, not that we're out, but we've lost more than we won, and I just take them as like I don't even take them as losses. I take them as learning. It's like, we're not going to do that again.
I love it, man.
And then you do something else, you're like, damn, not going to do that again. But it's something different. Now, fortunately, we haven't done like back to back, like we haven't burnt ourselves twice type deal. But you're learning something. Every move you make, you're learning at least two things, if not more, from like, damn, I don't want to do that again.
Man, I have, man. And like you said, you have your brother to sit there and kind of yield you. Like, no, you know how we said we're the same. Like I'm go. Like I'll blow all my money and not even think about it logically at all, just because I want it and like want to do it and don't want to just wait. And honestly, like every single mistake I made, like if I didn't make that mistake, I wouldn't be as like dedicated to get better the next time. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm for it, man. Like I mean, I gotta stop blowing my money like that. But.
Well, I mean. Fortunately, you can tell everybody like you work a gig on top of trying to build a brand on the side plus training and whatnot. So it's like, we're out here. If you really want it bad enough, you're going to have to not take any money or profits you get from your company.
Absolutely, man.
Like zero.
And
for a while, and have to put it back into it and make the right moves to put it back into it to try and maybe spread off and do this shirt this time and this shirt and this shirt and make sure because like. Those dollars add up.
And I don't think people understand that, man.
They're like, "Oh man, you must be doing well now," or like, it's like, "No, dude, I'm still working 2 jobs plus trying to do this."
I just really don't think people understand, and I, like, it is what it is. But I'm like, look, like these shirts aren't free. If I give you this shirt, like this costs money, like like
that's real.
And I mean. It is what it is. It's part of the game. You know what I mean?
And I don't think people respect you until they don't respect.
Until it's here.
It's until it's there, and then also, it is part of like just people being close to you. They expect, and that's what sucks. They expect. But at the end of the day, it is a business. I'm not out here trying to like I do want to give back as much as I can, but we got to pay our bills. We got to be able to reorder product. We got to be able to come out with new stuff and new flavors, new SKUs, and I'm sure same thing with the teas.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. You don't know until you're in it.
No, absolutely, man. But like I said, like it's fun, man. Like I love it. Like I have a sick like mindset on it. Like it's good mindset, but like I like losing because when I do, like I say, it makes me just so much more focused. Like even a part of the team thing. Like I'm such a like a scatterbrain. I'm scared to drink the rest of this because I'll be like. But like like I think of a million things and like I want it bad. So like I'm thinking of a million things while I'm not already an organized person and I'm like trying to focus on this and then I like kind of like not push it to the back.
Yeah.
But, and then it's like some things get figured out and to be honest and open, like I kind of like messed up as shaping the team. And I realized that after. And I'm like, dang, I messed up. But, like, now, like, I know, like, man, this has to be, like, my first priority. And this is what's going to help me get here. And that's going to, and, like, it's cool. Because if I didn't do that, then I would never know, like, that and build that, like, foundation.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I totally agree with you, man.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, getting, like, you mentioned your show. You did summer shredding, right?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what got you into the first one. How did you get hooked on it? And I'll tell you about my story, but I'm gonna check my camera and make sure it's on.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not. We talked about it at the beginning. I'm not a very competitive person. I'm not. I didn't really want to do the show. And like I said, like I look at social media as a tool. Like I love Instagram, but if Instagram got deleted, it's whatever. Like cool, whatever. There's gonna be another way.
Yeah.
But I was actually gonna do the Jay Cutler. Then I found out they don't test, and I'm like, oh well, I'm natural over here. Then I sat there and didn't know you had to pay for the card and all this stuff. I'm talking about like I was like, oh yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm like
a couple hundred just to like get into the door,
man.
And then tanning and all this other shit, man.
And I'm like, I don't even want to stand up on this stage and sit there and ask if a judge thinks I look good. I don't care. Like I like working out. That's what I'm here for. And then I think the next year came around and Christian, I became like a big Christian Guzman fan because he like shows his brand.
No, I am too. No, I fuck with him.
And he released the summer shredding joint, and then I was like, this is perfect marketing opportunity. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I love the gym, and I want my life to stem off of the gym, but like I want to like have a like secure business and like spread a message off that business. Yeah. So I was like, this is a platform for me.
It is.
And so I just took it that way, and I was like, shoot, I mean, people asked me to do the show anyways, that's even better. So I went and did the show, and I think I got cheated the first year. I was center
What
stage.
year did you go?
I went
the first one.
What is it? Shoot, I think it's 2000. I did 2019, 2018. 2018 was the first one.
I did 2018 too, but I didn't go out to the show. So let me tell you, So it started off as I wanted to just do the online transformation. So that's what I bought originally, was the online transformation, the whatever. It was like the first year that he charged for, so it was like $25 or whatever to enter on that. So I did it, and like 3 weeks out, 4 weeks, like 3.5, a buddy of mine at the time, he was like, yo, you look good. He was like, we should fucking go to the show.
Right.
He was like, you did all this dieting so hard already. Why wouldn't you at least get on a stage now? I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I've been dieting for like 10 weeks or 9 weeks so far because it was 12 weeks. I was like, F it. I'm going to get us an Airbnb. We're going to drive my car. It was 19 hours driving or whatever.
Oh, my God.
We're going to take off like 2 days before and take the trip out there, drive 20 hours and go out there because I didn't have the money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah.
And I hit up, or I asked, I forgot the chick's name, Ashley or whatever, that was like managing it or whatever. Yeah. I emailed her. I was like, yo, is there any position or any spots left for bodybuilding? She's like, yeah, you need to register soon. She was like, registration cuts off on this date. I waited until the last day because I was waiting for my last paycheck so I could pay for the registration, like $300 or something like that.
$250.
Yeah, $250. And I went online. I tried to register. It was closed a day early. So I hit her up. I was like, yo, the thing says it's closed. She was like, yeah, we filled our capacity, so we closed early. I was like, yo, like I already paid for an Airbnb and all this stuff. I'd like taken days off. Yeah. So I was like, what the hell? She was like, yeah, I'm sorry. So I tried to email Christian like himself. I was like, yo, I need to get to the show.
He's like, I'm not worried about it.
Never got hit back, obviously. Never got hit back.
Like, I got my money.
Yeah, dude, exactly. And, I'm sure everybody else is begging for something through his shit, so I just probably seemed like another number. But anyways, long story short, didn't go. I still did the online transformation thing, which
should have went, man.
It's whatever. Oh, dude, I wish I still just drove out there.
You should go this year. I'm going.
I'm dead serious. I'd love to go. And obviously fly this time because fuck driving.
Yeah, man. It's expensive though. Like
what?
To go to Houston, like it's like almost $400.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like $370 both years. I think I might have saw one for like $344, but like.
Oh, dude, I flew down to Florida and back for $100.
Yeah, man. That's what. Yeah, I told like Renzo, I was like, yeah, our next like destination is Florida. We got some people down there. We gotta, get up with them. Cause I've been to Orlando for basketball and AAU, but I haven't been like. The beach part.
Yeah, we flew into Fort Lauderdale, which is close to the beach and stuff.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's
like
$100.
Yeah,
oh yeah. Well, I'm sure if you plan it out far enough, we bought ours like 3 weeks ahead.
Yeah.
$100 round trip, and we then rented a car and drove down to the Keys, which was awesome, like Key West, Key Largo.
How far is that?
So from Fort Lauderdale, it's like another 4-hour drive south.
I mean, that's not bad.
But it's like the furthest point of Florida. It's the furthest point of I think the United States. So it's like 90 miles away from Cuba or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a hike, but it's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
beautiful,
there.
Beautiful. Yeah. But anyways, so ended up not making the show, and I ended up just going to like an NPC show in Myrtle Beach or something like that. That was a week after it.
Yeah.
Because I died so hard, I was like, I'm doing a show. Like,
right, might as well.
But so head stuck on it now. So, but yeah. So you did that. I would have loved to have been able to go out there and see all that because I swear I watched that one after the fact, and I think I saw you. I think.
Yeah.
Were you in that like the main video of Christians?
I think I might have appeared in that one. I know the second year I was in like do you know who Brandon Harding is?
Yeah.
I was in his video. But yeah, no, I mean it was cool, man. Like it did everything I wanted to do, to be honest. Like I said, I looked at his marketing and that night, thank God my sister came and Sarah, my friend Sarah came. First of all, I think I was supposed to win. They had me at center stage the whole time. And everyone was like, "Oh yeah, you won. We already knew you were gonna win." The dude that won knew some of the people there. He's from Houston.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Man, you won." Blah blah blah. And when I came back after that mid break, he was like, "Hey man, I was just watching the tape, man. Your arms were moving a lot, so I just wanted to say keep your arms still when we go up again. Just it might count against you." And I was like, "That's weird. You literally just thought I won, like." And I was center stage the whole time.
Yeah. Usually if you're center stage, like you're gonna.
Man.
But it's still, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But look, that night, he had the clay thing, the bar like party kind of thing, and my sister got herself in VIP. Do you know Beast Mode Jones?
I don't think so.
He's supposed to like OG of like fitness guys. He hasn't got like a million, but like he's supposedly like Christian them, respect them. Anyways, my sister like is talking, not seriously, but just talking to one of his friends. She was like, "Can I stand up here?" He's like, "Yeah." She gets in VIP, and then when they move over and they're like, "Yeah, this is my brother and his friend. Whatever, can they come in?" They're like, "Yeah." So anyways, Beast Mode Jones, he's like wearing like Louboutin shoes. Like I thought he was some NFL player.
Yeah.
He's like buying bottles, and we're in there and Christian and everyone. So the VIP booth is like kind of like that, and then the other one connects on the other side like that.
Yeah.
And there's a walk, like not really a walk. It's not supposed
Almost
to
like a catwalk, like a strip club, like lane
exactly.
right there.
Yeah. And so they were like walking over to take pictures with this guy. I'm like, oh, this is some NFL player. I don't watch football, but whatever. Christian's coming over there, like everyone's coming over there, and yeah. Anyways, it was tight, and Julian Smith comes up to me after. He's like, "Yo, you were supposed to win." He was one of the judges.
Oh.
He was drunk. He's like, "You were supposed to win," and I was like, "What happened?" He's like, not my call." And I was like, I don't really care. He's like, "You gonna be at the gym tomorrow?" Anyways, like Beast Mode Jones. I mean, like I said, I didn't even know who he was. He followed me on Instagram, or I followed him, and then he followed me back. But then like going back to the marketing point of it, Julian was like, "Yeah, I'll see you at the gym tomorrow," and I saw him when I was leaving, and we talked for a minute, and then I left. Whatever, and then the Virginia Beach thing. How he was down there. Yeah. I went up to him. We talked for a little bit. Went to the One Life together, and he was like, I mean, this is bad for me to say. I mean, I won fair and square,
Yeah.
but he was like, you definitely got first place. And then I
And
was
the thing
like,
is, probably like you were mentioning, like maybe some of the other judges just knew that one cat.
yeah, that's all. That's all bodybuilding.
It
in
is,
general,
man. It literally is. The more they see your face, the more they know you. The more it's
They
biased.
just look
it's
at you,
gonna be.
yeah. And,
It's gonna be like that dude could have looked like dog shit. Be like, yo, I like that cat though.
Because if you're gonna be on stage, like for the most part, you're gonna be in good condition.
Oh yeah.
And it's like you think about like even just Olympia stage, like they see all lined up, and you're like, what's the difference? They all
Exactly.
look literally perfect.
Exactly.
And yeah, I mean, like I said, like we talked or whatever, cool. And he came up to me in Houston when I went down. He was like, "Yo," like he was like, "You look good, bro. Like you're gonna win." Like, I mean, like I said, it was probably biased, but I mean, I think I looked the best. But and like I said, like it just built that connection there. Like a small thing, but he posted me on his story, and like I think those small things matter. Those small, tiny little wins that it seems like it doesn't mean anything, but it matters. You know what I mean? Because that face that keeps getting familiar and familiar.
Yep.
You might not even pay attention to it, but then you're like, you know what? I'm kind of seeing this person a lot. You know, like who is this? You know?
Yep.
And so like I said, even just Cali, that was my mindset.
So it was bigger than obviously just
Way
like the
bigger.
recap. It was bigger than just competing. It was getting
Yeah.
out there and like you're saying, like networking almost, like literally showing face.
All network. That's
Yeah.
literally all I wanted to do.
So when you went out to Cali, you said you went out during the LA Fits Expo.
The first, second year, but then like this past time,
Yeah.
I went during that time, but I left Saturday.
So you didn't go to the actual events down there.
Have you ever been?
I've never been to never been to the Arnold, never been to Olympia or anything.
Sure,
Like that.
Arnold. I'm going to Arnold.
Isn't it March something?
March 6th and 7th, or 7th and 8th.
So the only thing that's got me not from going out there is I just don't want to make the drive.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to go. I haven't been, and every year, I'm like, yo, this is the year I'm going.
It matters.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why, like, I know you've probably seen me with the Renzo and stuff. Like, excuse me, this thing gonna make me burp.
Yo.
I preach that like all the time. I'm like, these small things matter. Like, they matter so much. Like, you walking around the expo matters. If you got your Gymflo thing on, if you got your muscle mileage or whatever, it matters. Like I went the last year. I stood in line for 3.5 hours. I had already met Bradley Martin before. I stood in line for 3.5 hours.
That's like the whole day, dude.
Man, it was but anyways, like I get to the front line, I'm seeing how he's shaking everyone's hand, and he was like, "Yo, thanks for waiting in line." Like he acted like I was just like, whatever. But he remembered me, like, and no matter what, like when I saw him this past week at his gym, like he came up to me and was like, "Yo, you trying to be in this video?"
Yeah.
And like he came up and talked to me, and like I was like, "Yo, if you have anything going on, let me know, cause like I'm down to help. I'm trying to get in the mix." He was like, "Bro, like I mean, he was honest. He was like, I can't do anything while you're out in Richmond, but but those small things so like matter. If I didn't met him twice, stood in line, done these things, like he might not have came up to me in the gym, and said, "Yo, you trying to be in this video?" And regardless if I have a not big account, small account, like I'm not bragging about it, but Rain follows me now. The dude lifting Instagram famous dude that lifts me up, and like those connections matter.
I definitely think they do. I don't disagree with you at all.
Yeah. So you should definitely go to Arnold.
I had a dude hit me up on Instagram, a retailer, and a cool retailer. He just opened up, and he was like, "Yo, you going to the Arnold?" And I was like, one thing that popped in my mind. I totally forgot since like a few months ago when I told myself I was probably going to go.
Yeah.
I pushed it off, forgot, and then he hit me up and was like, "Yo, you going?" I was like, "Damn, maybe." I keep telling myself every year, but fuck it. At least, like, what's the best day to go? Have you been the whole weekend or what?
I went.
I wouldn't have a place to stay. I haven't even looked at that. So like, it'd probably be like a day.
Geniuses. Like I almost want to buy a house in Ohio
And
right
just
near
rent
there.
it during there and
just
jack it up.
I went and looked today.
$10,000 for the weekend.
Bro, it's like for some random small like loft, it was like $500 a night. The average was like $500 a night.
You can stay at the Jefferson for that, dude.
Man, I'm just
downtown.
like, what? But yeah, no, I haven't even booked anything yet, but I'm going. Like that,
You're
like,
just gonna like hopefully land somewhere or what?
bro. Honestly,
The car?
I hate to say this, but I was thinking about driving Friday night, hitting there Saturday morning, and driving back that night. It sounds sick, but I really fully support, especially in this area in Richmond, Virginia. If you want to do something, like you have to put yourself out there, no matter the risk. It's an investment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Is.
It's an investment, and so like it's a 8-hour drive, 7-hour drive. Like man, like that's what I'm thinking about doing if I can't find a hotel or something at a decent price. But yeah, if you just go that one day, like if you go 2 days, it's cool. Like I said, it's more people, more time they see you. But if you go like that one day, you're gonna see everything you want to see, and it's like I promised myself actually after I stayed in line with Bradley, I would never do that again. Like I went to the Mecca after that day or the day after, walked past Simeon Panda like 3 or 4 times, and I was like, I want to be on the same level as them, and I'm not going to treat myself like a fan to them because that's where like subconsciously it's going to put me.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that if you're already going in there thinking like, oh man, like,
Yeah.
oh.
And I was like, nah. They're like, are you gonna talk to him? I'm like, nah, man. Like he's just like me. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And but at the end of the day, like I said, like I probably should talk to him.
Well, for sure, say what's up, but you don't want to fanboy him though.
Exactly.
Like,
But if you go up to him and he's never seen you before, and you're like, hey, you know, whatever, he already knows what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so, I just let it go. But like I said, like the more they see, so yeah, Saturday I probably just go during that day, because that's when everyone's gonna be there. I mean, honestly, it's potentially like some people, like most people are gonna be there Saturday, and then like some people who think that they're too good, then like you know they can do what they want. They might show up there Sunday, but like most people are gonna be there Saturday. They know that's gonna be the biggest day, and so yeah, man, go. Like I said, I haven't booked nothing. I haven't booked a flight. I'm probably gonna drive and just go, like because it's worth it. At the end of the day, like I'm trying to get my face out there with the brand, whether it's me, and yeah, man, it's worth it. You should go.
fuck, man.
No, you should go.
You're talking me into it for real. Like I should, and it's easy, you know, talking about business and whatnot. It's easy, like write off. I could write it all off as a business that's going out there to meet, network. It could be easily like all the gas and everything be paid for.
You have to teach me some of that stuff, but at the same time, do you have like samples?
Yeah.
You have samples. You should definitely like just go out there.
Just pass them out.
Pass them out.
Yeah,
bro. Like yeah. I get hyped up off this mess.
Yeah,
like
that's how it's done though. It's like showing face, word of mouth. What's up? This is me. This is what I'm doing.
Everything, man. Ask to follow them. You know what I mean? Like anything, and I listen to the podcast too, and FUBU. That's how they started. They were literally like they went to like some fashion thing, and literally was selling clothes they didn't even have yet.
Yeah.
They were just like, yeah, buy this. This is crazy, but supposedly they sold like they had already like I said, knew someone, and so like some famous person was wearing it, but they sold like $300,000 worth of stuff going there, no booth, nothing.
That's sick.
Yo, that's what I'm saying,
like,
man.
Balls too. If you didn't even have the product, like you just knew that you had to get the cash quick and be able to order it to get it like turned around and flipped.
Literally, and that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm huge. Like man, like just like we have to like Richmond, Virginia. Like I'm not saying it's impossible. We both said that, but you have to do everything to like just get your name out there, man.
Yeah.
Yo, do it. I'm hyped. I'm hyped
no,
because
like,
you're gonna do it.
No, for real. Like for real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set the time aside. I'm gonna have to go.
You have to, bro. Yeah. Like every opportunity is important.
Yeah.
Like I fully, man, like hard believe that, man. Like every opportunity.
It is. Like for a while, I pushed off, going and visiting retailers because I've been trying to get into, more shops and partners now that we've got a little bit more inventory and whatnot. And I was putting off hitting the roads, and then one day I had a long weekend where I didn't have clients, whatever. I was like, dude, I packed my car up full of product, went down to North Carolina, South Carolina, and just visited like 10 shops, man.
And that's a part of the struggle that, like I said, it matters. Because like if you were just chilling, like if you would have had those couple clients, you wouldn't have pushed it that hard.
No.
And and I'm gonna be 100% real. Like I said, I work a full-time job, and so long story short, my route is based off of basically how much I sell, kind of. So I get a percentage of it. Anyways, long story short, a part of this contract dropped, so my pay dropped for that week. And honestly, like I was like, dang, that joint hit me a little bit. You got bills and stuff coming up, and so like that's when you sit there and you're like, I'm gonna push my brand even harder. Like there's people out in LA that stand on the curb, like who uses CD players anymore, and they're handing out
discs
to do whatever it takes, and like I respect that, man. Like I think pride f's a lot of us up because you're embarrassed, man. Like not you or but
Yeah,
people
I
like in
understand.
general.
Like you're embarrassed to put yourself out there that you aren't as big
Yeah, exactly.
as you want to
Man.
be.
Exactly. And I always just relate it back to like Christian Guzman. Like this man had like the tape recorder joint when he first started. Like
Yeah.
and now he has expensive cameras or flies people out to record
Dude.
him. But everyone always overlooks those first stages of it. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. No.
And I try to imitate what I want to be like, and so I'm like, man, I need this new camera. I can't start till I have this.
Yeah, dude. I used
camera.
to, and this is how this podcast started. Like
Bro.
2 years ago, I had this mic sitting in the back.
It's the biggest mistake, man.
2 years, and then that one was a year old, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna do the podcast. I was like, oh well, I need a camera. We're filming this with my S9 Plus. It's just like, and we're in my mom's house, so it's like we're already just getting it done.
But even just like that, like so.
But I used to be that excuse type guy. I used to be that.
And I don't like. It's not even like an excuse because you really feel like you need that. I think it's so much more of like the fear of starting and using those as that kickstand of why you're not.
Yeah.
Because I was the same way, man. And like I even think of it like, for example, like I told you earlier, I want to start a subscription thing for like my Mile 6 Fit website, and I'm gonna be real. I probably maybe if I'm lucky, get like 5 people like to subscribe to it.
Yeah.
But I'd rather, no offense to the 5 people that subscribe, but I'd rather start like small and learn through these people and grow with these people that are here and like learn the mistakes now than like waiting until I have everything. And let's say like I have 100 people and now I'm effing over 100 people.
And, dude,
you know what I mean?
and that bad word's getting out there that you don't know what you're doing too.
People.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. So like I just like, man, like it's like a start now.
And definitely being grateful that you have those 5 and you're able to since you only have 5 you can really
tailor to them.
You can I was about to say really like take care of them.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. But so moving on, this is getting to some more questions about the future, I guess. Now that you've got a brand set up, you're building it, you've already come out with a few drops, and you are out there making content and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's your next move, I guess, as Muscle Mileage? Like, are you going to stick with more so athletic, or is this more so venturing off into like a lifestyle brand, or is it going to be based around? Obviously, you broke down the slogan a little bit, and it can be anything in life. But are you going to be focused on like fitness, or are you going to try and broaden that reach?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely just gonna be fitness. Like, just because, like I said, like I feel like when you start getting into other things that I like clothes. Like I used to buy clothes every weekend, but when you start getting into things that you're not extremely passionate about, like you get burnt out,
Yeah,
And
I
so
understand that.
so I wear like Renzo and Brandon and Sam. They were like, "How'd you fit everything in that duffel bag?" I'm like, "I just got gym clothes in here." So like, I wear gym clothes 24/7. Like,
Me too.
And so my thing is, why not potentially, like I said, make it stylish?
Yeah. To where you could wear it.
To where you can wear it.
Wear it, doing everything.
Exactly. And so honestly, like the future of it right now is honestly just like obviously like I'm gonna make the clothes better.
Yeah.
But my biggest goal is Richmond and focusing on Richmond as a community, because I think like even when you reach out, it's like there's people out there like us. But I think there's way more people out there like us that are scared to be who they are and do what they want to be. They want to wait until, for some reason, even though you've only posted once in the past month, Gymshark's going to come up to you and want to sponsor you. Like it's not going to work that way. And what I want to do is build the Muscle Mileage team so strong that people not even on the team feel comfortable with like saying, hey, like, like I tell my girl all the time, like I'm embarrassed to sit there and tell you I'm trying to basically be an Instagram influencer, and when it's not promising and there's millions of other people trying to do it, it's kind of like hard to sit there and tell, especially someone you like that, like, hey, like I don't have a college degree and I'm trying to be an Instagram influencer, or an entrepreneur at that.
Been there, dude. I'm in it. Like I got my wife to agree with all this stuff.
Exactly, and
she has a great career. She's a nurse and making way more money than I do. So at some days you come home, you're like, man, I feel like a piece of shit.
And it hurts, and like
I feel like a piece of shit.
Exactly, and like say, I think though once I'm sure you love doing this, and once you like really just you love doing it, like if God or a higher being or whatever came down and was like, hey, Miles, you'll never be completely successful or where you want to be off of doing muscle mileage or, trying to spread a message of just, really tackle your life and however you want it, like, I'd still do it. Like, I'd still do it no matter what.
Yeah.
And so, honestly, like, that's what my focus is. It's like, I want everyone on the muscle mileage team to literally be the best they can be and reflect that and say, like, dang, these people are from Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
And they're out here, like, like, if you walk around with a vlog camera in Richmond, Virginia, everyone's
dude.
like this, like.
And they're like, oh, they'll like dodge you real quick.
Yeah.
Dude, they act like they've never seen a camera before.
Exactly, but, like, and you go to LA and it's like, oh, just another one of this, whatever. And I wanted to make that, like, here, like, I want, as much as I want muscle mileage to be just as big as Alphalete or something like that, like, I want the people on the team, and I told them this when I first decided, who, I was like, look, I want you guys to be the best you can be. If Gymshark came a year from now, a week from now, whatever, and was like, hey, we want you, like, go with them. You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, I just want to spread, like I said, like, you can be whatever you want, and Richmond has more talent, like, than what people think, and it's okay. It's okay to come out and say, hey, I want to do this. Like, I don't like working with my degree. I don't like working at this bank. I don't like working at this desk job. Like, I actually want to do this. But, like...
A ton of people, like, our age. Like, they're so... And we're young. I mean, I'm a little older than you, but, like, I still feel 22.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I hear so many people that are younger than me, like, man, I already hate what I'm doing, or I'm still in school, and then after that, I still don't know what I'm going to do. It's like, man, fuck that, dude.
Honestly, man, another kick that I've been on, too, is, like, not really calling people out, but kind of, like, calling people out on just, like, you think about all these, like, literally in just Richmond that have, or surrounding of Richmond, have, like, their little Instagram fitness pages and, whatever, if they do food or whatever they want to do as far as, like, a quote-unquote unrealistic passion. And it's like, you made this page for a reason. And you'd be lying to me if you said you just made an Instagram page for yourself. Because I'm gonna be real, I could be 100% wrong, but if you're making for yourself, you have a camera roll, you have notes, you have your own things to do that for yourself. Like, you want something more out of this, but you're scared of what your friends, family, and other people in the world are gonna think. And I just really want, like I said, and make the example of it with the Muscle Mileage team that, like, it don't matter if you made this page, like, make something of it.
Yeah.
Like, and put the work in, and don't be scared, and own it.
And the right people are going to follow you, and the wrong people, they can just off.
Exactly. So that's honestly my main focus. And I mean, as far as, like, clothing side, like, obviously I want to upgrade the quality. And right now I'm just building capital because, like I said, people understand, like, to get a sample, like, I was going over China, and I'm say this very openly, costs like $130 to get one shirt.
Yeah, well, not including, and that's like shipping's retarded.
That's what I'm
international, saying. And even though the product might be cheap, like the shipping is retarded. Like I will say right now, like we got these shakers made China, dirt cheap if they're in China. Get them shipped. Shipping costs more than the actual product itself.
Man,
but at the end of the day, we ordered enough. Like, we were fortunately able to order enough to where we got a decent deal on them. Even after paying. Like, shipping was double the cost of the product.
Yeah.
Like, it was retarded.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I know from whoever I bought it from, it was from China. It was like, I think a cumulative of like 500, I want to say 80 if I remember correctly, to get the shirts over here. And the shirts alone, like, like, I know you might know a little bit with, I don't know where you get your like shirts from.
We get our super small runs locally here in Richmond.
Yeah, see, that's good. But if you go manufacturer, you have to get one color, 100 of them.
Yeah. And,
like, that costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, like I said, like, I'm just building capital right now, going locally, actually. So when eventually, I don't know if it's going to be this year or next year, I want to, like, almost rebrand it and come out with more so, honestly, girls. Yeah. Because, let's be real, like I said, my mind is wrapped around, like, marketing things, like, aside of it, because it is a business.
It is.
And, I sell more girl stuff that has came out, than the guys. And I don't know if it's guys, like, pride that don't want to, try to support or whatever. I don't know, but the girls are doing better. You know, girls are more appealing, and I like I compare myself to, like I said, the best, man. And like
Yeah.
I look at like navigation, and I'm like, man, like I want every girl in here to be wearing muscle mileage leggings,
Dude,
like.
you got to have that vision, though.
Yeah, and like we were in Cali and we went to even though they got it here, but Athletica or whatever it's called, that new girl brand, like it's in short form, I think. But I went in there and my girlfriend's like, "What are you doing in here?" I'm like, I'm learning," and they're like, "What?" She's like, "What are you learning?" And I'm like, "I'm trying to be better than this." I know
Yeah.
that it's a far shot, and like I said, I get embarrassed to say that to her because someone who is, and nothing wrong with this, comfortable with a 9 to 5 job doesn't really understand what an entrepreneurial person feels like.
Yes.
And so like when I'm sitting here saying I'm trying to be better than this brand, like even though she supports me, she 100% supports me and believes in me. It's like okay, it's like literally saying like, "Hey, mom, I want to be a rapper,"
Yeah.
or I want to be a scientist when I grow up. You know that's like the honest same feeling. Like when you tell like, I feel like when you tell your parent that, they're like, okay, you got it. But so yeah, man, like I want to do that. That's my next goal. Like girls, I want to literally take over, especially like Richmond.
Yeah. And I think that's how you need to start. That's what we've been focusing on a lot ourselves with Gymflo is, you can try your damnedest to get out there and just reach as many people as you can, but you got to start where you're at.
Yeah.
If you can't build a culture around where you're at, then like you won't be able to reach and grow and like grow out of where you're at. Like you got to hit hard where you're at, and that's why we've been trying to do community stuff like the party in the gyms.
I respect that, man.
And
Hard.
anything else we can do to just to give back. Literally, I mean, like I said, any extra money that we have, I've been trying to put back into things that we can either give away.
Yeah.
The party in the gyms, we're trying to make those better. Like this next one, we're going to be hiring the DJ so we can. Because it got so packed in that back room that like everybody started working out in the outside. And I was like, dude, we got to bring a vibe out there. Like I'm bringing the big banners and stuff that people can take pictures in front of. I'm going to bring a bunch of lighting,
bro.
so
That's tight,
people
man.
can like take selfies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to level it up. So
no,
like,
you got
it's fun.
man.
It's fun to like think about that kind of shit.
Yeah, no, I love it, man. Like I get fired up, like I'm hyped up for it. And like you said, like you have to start here. And I have like we have monthly outings with Muscle Mileage.
Yeah, that's sick.
To
That's
just build
sick.
like the team and really just like said like just show people in the area that like like you can do this and you can have fun doing it, and really just build a family. And when I do my research and I study and like other brands and everything, it's really 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 like cult like startings. Like for example, Alfleet, like they started in their little Alfleet little gym. They started in Houston, and everyone the gym was wearing it, and then it obviously moves, and then this person there, and then social media, but like everywhere. I went to Barbell Brigade in Cali, and everyone in there is wearing Barbell Brigade shirts, and I'm like, it starts here, and not only that, man, like not only just trying to start here from the business standpoint, but I really, really, like I said, I just want everyone with their like Instagram page, fitness, if it's business of any sort, if they made their page business, to just do it, because I know they want to, and I don't think there's enough people doing it hard here to make other people come out to do it as well. They, like I said, they just wanted to, oh, you look good just like the rest of the people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw you a sponsorship, and it doesn't work that way,
No.
Like you have to put the work in. Like you have to have the engagement. You have to have all these things. And like I said, people don't want to admit it, but like, gotta go hard on it. You know what I mean?
Harder than
anything.
Yeah.
Anything, man.
Very.
I get fired up about it.
Dude, me too. Like I get super stupid excited when talking to my brother about it all. Like the things that we are working on and trying to do to like just. I don't know. I have like a deep down saying. I heard it through a lyric. And I forgot what song it was, but it was like, give back or get out. Like that's what our main goal is going to be. And it has been lately, just trying to give back as much as we can, putting back into the community, building. Just trying to make people better. Like we don't want to focus on sales, even though it is a business. But like that's involuntary. Like indirect should come back. If you're doing the right stuff, give them back. Trying to just create an experience for everybody, then it'll come back.
I have to ask you a very what kind of question is this? It's just like it's a little sparky. Like, do you ever get a vibe of people not wanting to support you because you're local? Like how am I gonna put this?
Yeah, word it for me, because
Sometimes I get the vibe. I don't know, and like I shouldn't even
speak
say.
it out. Like, I feel like somebody would relate to it for real.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like sometimes, like, especially like say in a small city, like that doesn't have maybe the confidence to do it or something. Like for example, in my bio, I don't even have owner or CEO of Muscle Mileage.
yeah,
I think that really taints it sometimes. Not because I'm a bad person or whatever, but I think some people just they hold their pride on the support side of it because their vision, they like want to do it, but they haven't. Does that make sense?
kind of.
I don't know. It
I
might just
mean,
be me.
I mean, getting to I definitely think you have to be confident in yourself. But when you start, I think trying to act. Well, I mean, I'm just talking about like putting yourself as like labeling yourself as like a CEO or whatever when you have a startup or whatnot it's okay, and I respect it, and I see a lot of people that do it, and that's confident for sure. But at least speaking in that aspect, I think of myself as just a dude out here trying to create cool shit.
Right.
And
Exactly.
yes, I might be an
It's
owner
bigger
of
than
it,
me.
but like it's bigger than just me. It's not about
Yeah.
me. It's just I'm out here trying to create something cool and an experience for everybody to be able to like vibe out with and become better. But
That's what I'm saying.
I don't. I don't know. I don't. I haven't really thought of it that deep. Like of that question. Like I see it out there, but I don't understand whoever like there any true meaning behind it besides it just being a label. That's it. It doesn't make you any better or any less.
No, but I'm saying as far as like I said, the support, like forget like the CEO like or the owner or whatever. It's just like I feel I don't know. Sometimes I feel like there's like the envious side of things with people, like I said, in the area especially.
Well,
Like,
I think people feel like shit because you're out there doing it, and they
Yeah.
aren't doing anything, and they probably have that. Getting back to like people deep down knowing that they hate what they're doing,
yeah.
and they don't know that, or don't have the confidence to do it, and they're sucked on their pride so
Yeah.
deep inside themselves that they're like, man, I would he must fucking
Yeah, and
fuck that
is
guy.
exactly what I'm
Fuck that
saying.
guy.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And like I don't know, sometimes like I'm fully proud and say that I check.
You're making them
myself.
feel like shit. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
deep down, like simple, short, and sweet. You make them feel like shit because they're not really doing
Look,
anything.
I've talked to girls in the past where they'll sit there and just be on Instagram just hating on other girls that look good, and I'm just like, you don't think they look bad. You don't hate this, that.
No.
You're just not confident in yourself, and like you see that, and so they're taking it out on other people, and not only girls but people, and like I said, I sometimes I feel that way, and that might be really egotistical
No,
for me to say.
I can find myself being like, man, I don't get myself into the point where I'm like, I hate somebody or I don't like what they're doing. I respect everybody and what
Yeah.
they're doing, especially if you're out there putting yourself. Some of these chicks that might be posting a lot of shit that I wouldn't post or agree with, but they're out there they're putting themselves out there, and that's
Yeah.
what it's all
No,
about.
I respect that part. Yeah,
But it's like some people I think fall on that crutch, getting back to like a crutch of like, they aren't doing enough work and they aren't happy with themselves, so all they can do is like
Yeah.
try and chop people down.
Yeah. No, yeah, and that's how I feel, man. And like that, like sometimes that bothers me a lot. And like I probably look into it way too much, way too much than I should. But sometimes I'm like I want to help people. Like I want literally like you telling me about like growing your business, like hypes me up, man.
Yeah.
Like it hypes me up. So like
Oh, well, that's why I wanted you on the show. I wanted to talk to you, man.
yeah,
Because
man.
you're doing it.
And like I love that, man. If I could literally, I say this all the time. Like if I could, when I think about being like, if I got rich, I would just want the money to start the business so I can spread that message stronger.
Yes.
Of course I would. Yeah, if I got rich, I would buy. If I hit the like lotto, I would buy things. But like at the end of the day, when I really think about like what I want, it's so much more than just money. Like if I could fund shirts and clothing and and all these things, and be able to live and do what I love doing for a living for free, basically,
Yes.
I would do it.
Yes.
But honestly, it doesn't work that way.
No.
But like I said, I'm like, man, like let's work together. Like literally everyone. Like why not?
Yeah.
Like why fly all the way? Even though I do because it's part of the game right now. Like why fly all the way to Cali to get connects? Why fly all the way here? Why go to Houston?
The
to
community
do a show?
hasn't been built yet.
It hasn't
there hasn't
been
been
built.
people like thinking like you, and I definitely think so too. That way of like people working together instead of trying to, if a team is stronger than one person.
Absolutely.
So, or at least a community.
Yeah.
Is stronger than one person,
Yeah.
and that's not to say it's like our overall goal is that, but that's one of the reasons why we started the party in the gym is to get people out there, get people talking together, meeting people that they probably wouldn't because they
Right.
might be hating on each other
Yeah,
low key on Instagram,
exactly.
coming out, having
It's
a good
great.
time. But then like when I see a lot of chicks come out there lately that like, oh, I haven't met her yet.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to her yet. She's coming, and then or dudes, I haven't met that, or I don't know that dude or whatever, and they'll come out and they'll be like, yo, what's up? And they'll finally meet, and they're fucking cool after that. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly,
it's like,
man.
and that's one huge goal besides many others of those events and whatnot. And I think that like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. It'll be tough, but I think getting the message out there with things like this, and I don't know. You're doing something right though. You're on the right path. With
Yeah, and it's funny you say that, like, because I still, I mean, not as much, but I used to work out with a decent amount of girls, and it's funny because they're always like, nah, this girl looked at me funny, or this girl hates me, or this that. I'm like, no, they're nice, like they're cool, and like I feel like even like on some real activist mess, like I feel like fit chicks or girls who work out, should I say, like. They should start working out more together. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and dudes too. But like, it's like say it's that pride and that ego, and it just tears. Like, it pushes apart. It's like you have never talked to each other. Why? Because they like. There used to be this guy in the gym in Colonial Heights. I was like, man, this guy's always staring at me. I don't like him. Like, I don't like him. And I was that way. And one of my friends was friends with him, and he was like, yeah, like we should all work out one day. And worked out with him. Nicest dude ever.
So, and I've been that way before too, and I won't lie. I have been that way before about some dudes. And you know what you end up finding out is that sometimes you overthink it, and the dude really just wants to talk to you to get to like know who you are and like get to meet you, but they don't. People like you're a big guy.
Yeah.
I'm not as big as you, but like people are afraid to sometimes come up and talk to me because I might be intimidating, or if I have my headphones in, you're in your zone, like, and people will stare at you just because they're like they want to see what you're doing. They not because they want to copy you, but they just like they genuinely might want to introduce themselves. But sometimes the gym can be an awkward place at first if you don't know the person. So it's funny how like after the fact the dude ended up being cool, and he probably just like deep down wanted to like know more about you.
No, honestly,
not hating on you.
I asked him. I confronted him about it because that's how I am.
Yo, what's up, dude? You trying to do something?
No, but he was literally just like, nah, man. I didn't even know I was looking at you.
Oh shit. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like I'm a people's watcher, so I probably give off that same exact vibe. You know what I mean? Like I like studying people's like mannerisms. This sounds creepy, but when they're not even thinking anyone's looking at them. So like I probably do the exact same thing, and people are probably like, this dude, this guy's probably the cockiest guy in the gym. Got my effing stringer with my nipples showing.
Wait, you want some of this? Like these pecs, dude?
But yeah, like I said, I really want Richmond, man. Like I'm from Colonial Heights, but I really want Richmond as a whole. Like I used to drive that 35, 25, whatever. I forgot how long it is to drive every day coming to like Laburnum. Like when I was coming to Laburnum a lot, I was in Colonial Heights, and I just
like recently when I like in the mornings.
Yeah.
Damn,
well,
dude.
I'd say okay.
Like when you would show up at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was driving, and just because I wanted to be in this environment, and I want. I'm not saying I'm that guy to make the change, but I want to be a part of it. And like I said, man, I would love that Gymflo, like things like I tried to get some of the people in the Muscle Miles team, but it was last minute. I found out about last minute,
and that's okay. I mean, we're trying to make it consistent, so if people can't make it one month, they can come the next.
Yeah, and like I said, it doesn't like at the end of the day, it's like if you're gonna win, you're gonna win. Yeah. And there's no reason to like try to drag down or not show love to anyone else.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like I'm with Phantom.
Yeah.
And it's like like, you know what? Like, I try to get like I said, the Muscle Miles team to come to the party in the gym.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yo, like, there's opportunity here, and there's connections to be built, and there's people here, and it's a community.
For
like,
sure.
Why not grow? Like,
And I don't. Obviously, his brand looks totally different than mine, and is different, and mine's totally different than his. Like, we don't copy each other. We're not.
Right.
We're not like ours. Don't look anything alike. They're totally different products, and it's like, obviously a pre-workout is a pre-workout, but like they aren't the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And speaking of like, if there was any beef, like the general manager, I had gotten into Gold's Gym because I've been a trainer for 5 years, and they heard that I was selling Gymflo on the side. They're like, "Yo, why don't we sell it at the front desk?" So I ended up making an account with them, and then a few months in, Clay, the manager, was like, "Yo, would you mind having Brandon Phantom Nutrition in here as well?" He's like, "You let me know." He's like, "If that's a problem, just let me know. I'll let him know that we're only going to carry one brand here." I was like, "No, like there's more than there's plenty of people out there in this world. If they like Gymflo, they'll try us. If they like Phantom, they'll try Phantom.
It's like GNC.
Or they'll flop back and forth. Yeah, it's like any other store. It's like so I think there's plenty of people out here, and I'm not trying to chop anybody down. And I would hope no other brands, not even. And me and Brandon, we talked, and I wouldn't hope that anybody else out there would be trying to chop me down. We could all grow together. There's plenty of other people out here.
Exactly, like I said, like at the end of the day,
and it's bigger than us.
It's
like,
way bigger. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's like if you're gonna win, you're gonna win. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like like if I'm supposed to be someone on Instagram, and at the end of the day, like that's why I love Instagram, and people will be like, well, don't you think there's so many more people out here doing it? And yeah, like it does play an account of like the oversaturation. But someone might want to look like me, and someone might want to look like you, and that's the beauty of it.
Yep.
And so like there's no reason to knock anyone down.
Yeah.
Because like someone might be one a power lifter, and someone might want to be I don't know, whatever, a strongman, but it doesn't make a difference if he is stronger than you in a deadlift. Like it doesn't matter. Like
no.
You know what I mean? So
no, not at all.
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Richmond.
Well, this is, I mean, for real. I mean, I'm sure there's other people out there trying to grow it as well, but like this should be something, regardless, everybody out here should be trying to do. It's your hometown.
Exactly.
If you are from Richmond watching this, come out. Or you don't need to come out to the party in the gym. Just come out.
You gotta come out.
Say what's up. Introduce. If you see Miles around Richmond, say what's up.
Yeah.
You know the deal. Man. But moving on, this would like sort of be the closing, getting towards the end. What is? And I've been asking this recently because it's a new year, it's a new decade. Do you have any big, hairy, scary goals that you want to throw out there that you've been trying to focus on? Besides, obviously you mentioned trying to make better quality and better fitting clothes. Like, do you have any other thing besides you personally, anything like that you like haven't thrown it out there yet?
Yeah, honestly, my credit.
Yeah, dude, you can't do anything without it though. I literally, have you just got your first credit card or what?
Nah, I've
wrecked
wrecked my credit so many times, but I've gotten like on like a better thing of it, and it's getting better. But
you should get one as soon as you can. Get one for your business, your credit card for your business.
You know what, man? Like I said, like I can sit there and ask you a question about that forever. So we can talk about that later.
For sure.
But yeah, I wanted to get a American Express one. I heard that's the best one for like traveling too.
Yeah, you get your mileage or whatever.
Yeah, and
I got a points or cash rewards thing, so I get a little bit of change back. But if I've traveled enough, or if I was like flying like you, dude, my wife, she has the travel rewards thing, dude. She gets free plane tickets left and right.
Man, one of my friends, she like flew to Hawaii for $11. I'm like. How? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, dude, you can't even send a letter to Hawaii for $11.
Bro, but my credit is so bad right now. I'm not even afraid to admit that. But like, that's what my goal is, honestly.
Yeah.
Just so I can, because I am trying to travel, and it is for like for business, and it is for like I said myself. Like I wanted to go out to Cali just to enjoy it and get away from here and try to detach, even though that's like impossible for me. But yeah, that's honestly my biggest goal. I'd say I'm trying to get to 240.
I saw that. Yeah, how's that going?
It's hard, man. And shouts out to my girl, but like eating for two, like for yourself, like trying to get to 240.
Yeah,
that's a lot of food,
dude.
And that's like eating for two.
Where
if
you
not
at now?
3.
Come on, dude.
No, I'm at like 270. I fluctuate hard, but I'm at like 217 this morning.
Well, hey, that's way better than I don't know. I think that's pretty pretty strong goal.
Yeah.
It's not too crazy to where it's like, oh, dude's trying to be 280.
I mean, nah, it's not. It's not. 240 is not a short-term goal. Like, it's not a 2020, 2021. I'm gonna be 240. It's like cause I want to be a lean 240. Like,
Yeah, for sure, and that takes time for sure.
Yeah, it takes time, and like we talked about at the beginning, like if you only gain 0.5 of muscle a month, like it's gonna be hard.
And that's
gonna be a
like
long
tight.
time.
Like you're like tight on the diet. You're training right. And
Let's just hop on the cycle real quick.
Hey, 240. Here we go.
Be there in next
Juicy.
But,
Hell yeah, man. Well, speaking of like traveling, do you have any travel plans? Like, do you have any crazy ones? Like, obviously you want to do some for content and whatnot, but like, do you have like a dream travel spot you want to go to?
Paris or like I don't know. Man, I told you about school earlier. My geography is so bad. Is it geography? Yeah. I don't know. Like, I just want to go kind of like a Paris or a Italy or like one of those kind of areas.
Like Europe type deal?
Yeah. More so that. That's honestly like that's. It's not on my crazy bucket list, but it's on my bucket list. What about you?
So actually, speaking of Hawaii, I am going to be going to Hawaii next month.
Oh,
yeah, dude,
man.
all paid.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Teach me.
Wifey. No, I'm just kidding. No, dude, that'd be sick if she did. But and she probably would. She's so good to me. God dang it, I feel bad because she does a lot. But her dad is retiring here soon, and he wanted to just take everybody out to Hawaii.
Oh, that's tight.
And he was like, "Yo, we're gonna pay for your plane ticket, your stay.
That's tight.
All you have to do is save up money for food, and we got you covered." So I was like, "Yo, we're going for 8 days, man."
Wait, all right. Wait, switch this up real quick.
Yeah.
What do you have like a 5-year goal for Gymflo?
I need one. Mine more so is like a year. I've never really thought more past that, and I probably should. I should be thinking much bigger than I do.
Not necessarily. I mean, sometimes I think it's good, but
I have more so it's a year plan, or at least a year goal. Especially now that I quit my job and I'm working for myself now and stuff. Like I realize how much more I can get done working for myself. So I definitely think this is a year of like movement for me and really taking flight.
Yeah, yeah.
Not to say where I'm going to be like a baller, but being able to support myself with Gymflo.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even feel that way for. No, actually, I kind of do for muscle mileage. I just like. I said it last year, and I said I don't think till like 2021. Like I'm cool with foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with building it up. Like I'm not trying to, like blowing up, quote unquote, to me would obviously benefit me, but I don't even care about I don't care about the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I care about it at all is because at the end of the day we know it kind of can help.
Oh,
you know?
hell yeah.
But yeah, like right now I'm just like I said, Richmond is my goal, like, right now. But, like, do you have, like, even just personal, like, where you see yourself in, like, 5 or 10 years or, you know, down the road? Like, like, do you really, have you thought that far?
Yeah, so, I mean, I thought recently, I just had a phone call with a guy, and we talked about planning like that, you know, more long-term, because I'm not a super long-term thinker in general.
Pause. Wait, when you say guy, you mean, like mentor type thing?
Almost. I haven't really reached out to him a bunch. He just shot the shit with me and just asked me random questions that I really never thought. And he's a little bit obviously further off than me because he was asking me the questions and like making me think deeper.
Cool.
But and he doesn't do like supplement companies or anything like that. It's just a business guy, and it was like, cool. Yeah, it made me think.
That's tight.
Yeah, and I was like, man, it made me open my eyes on like focusing on what direction I do want to take the brand. Whether it be focusing a lot more on retailers or just focusing on the direct-to-consumer, like the consumers we have through our website directly. Yeah. Because most of our margin, or all of our margin, huge margin, is in direct-to-consumer via the website.
Right.
And when we sell to retailers, we're losing profit when we do that. So it's like, and retailers, you know, if you're on a brand and you aren't bringing demand to their store, it's going to be tough to get into their store because there's hundreds of other brands that want to get in.
Would you say, though, that the retail route is kind of like a marketing investment?
Oh hell yeah, no. So like if any retailer was to hit me up and be like, yo, you know, we want you to solely focus on retail, I would do it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would still sell to my customers that I have online, but like I would focus a whole lot more on that. But at the end of the day, I don't want them to have the leverage, and that's part of this talk that we had that we went deeper. I, deep down in my heart, don't want have to rely on anybody else except me.
Yeah, yeah.
And once I start relying on too many retailers, and if they are, let's say I'm in 10 shops and not 8 of those shops drop me,
Right.
my income or my profits are going in the dumps
no,
because they either they found a new brand came in or a new this, or they just ended up not liking my brand anymore.
Yeah.
And they stopped carrying me or stopped ordering from me. Then I'm like, well, shit, man. I need to focus on the people that actually care about my brand, which my retailers that I work with now do.
Yeah.
But not chasing so hard on them and chasing more on the people that already support me,
Right.
like people around Richmond,
Right.
and people that order through our website. I
Right.
need to be focused, doubling down on them, getting them to spread the word of mouth and growing it that
that's
way.
more important. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So wait, to go back to what you were saying. So
Yeah.
So what? After he basically questioned you like that, did you come up with anything, or you just have been thinking about it? Like as far as like where you see yourself in 5, whatever.
Oh, 5 years. Definitely want to be. I mean, when I say see myself, all I can see is me being able to support my living off of this and creating opportunity for those around me that have been working with me and helping me out when I don't have anything really to offer back.
Right.
And I went on an IG story about this yesterday. People always hit us up. Sure, it happens a fuck ton with you probably too. And the DM never even, and this is just me talking about a product, but they haven't even tried your apparel or whatever, but they want to be a part of the team, and which I appreciate and I'm grateful for, but these people haven't even tried my products, and I know for a fact they haven't. Hey, how do I become an athlete or an ambassador? I'm like, bro, that's the wrong way to do it. Like, you need to be like organic and genuine about it. Like, if you aren't out there like supporting, and I know you love us, you love our brand, our mission, and what we're doing, you just want to be part of something because you just want to. It's not going to work. You know, I'm looking for people that are on the bus with me, like on the train. They're on the Gymflo train with me, or they're just trying to, I don't know, become better. It's just trying to create some cool shit. It doesn't even have to be Gymflo, truly. It just has to be become better. Like, that's what I want around me, and that's who I'm going to be supporting and looking for first. So be able to support myself paying my bills. I don't want to be a baller. Obviously, maybe that would be a long-term goal. Obviously, I want to be able to make money and be able to support myself and feel successful and pay for shit. But if I was able to support my living off of it and then be able to create opportunity for others that have helped and given back to me so much, that'd be fucking the end-all goal. If I got to that point, I'm truly happy. Like, I'm happy now, but like, I would love to be able to give back to the people that are putting in time with me.
Would you move?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to move south for real.
Really?
Yeah.
Like south where?
Like Florida. Like,
really?
Anywhere warm.
I don't know why I don't like Florida. I've never.
Yeah.
I told you I've only been to Orlando. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
There's something about it.
I mean, I don't even know where I'd go in Florida, but I just want to be somewhere where I don't have these crazy seasons like this. Even though I'm born and raised around Richmond, I wouldn't be mad if I moved.
Yeah.
But if I don't move, I'm still not mad. Like, I'm cool with staying here.
Yeah.
And like, I'm all about Richmond, and you know, like we said, like building it up because that's where we're from. But it's just like, an opportunity comes up, I'm willing to take it if it's, you know, if it's there.
Opportunity. What do you mean by that? Like, I mean, like, what are you thinking of when you say opportunity?
If I was able to, like, you know, grow, or if let's say, for example, you know, we get into a warehouse or something like that. Richmond is kind of expensive, so like if I was to move, you know, into a different state and or regardless of tax reasons or whatever, I guess Virginia isn't that great on taxes, so a lot of companies move to North Carolina, Texas, or Florida because they're usually tax free.
Right.
You know, stuff like that. That's the opportunity that I was talking about, but I'm not even at that point to where I'm having to worry about taxes. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like getting back to where I don't think it's impossible to do anything here, so I wouldn't have any reason to move yet unless opportunities arose to where I could like save money and or, you know, grow easier or more effectively somewhere else.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. Yeah,
but I'm still focused on where I'm at, so it's like I'm not just trying to like move out to Cali just because there's other people out there that are killing it. Because people, I mean, you know what I'm saying. But like, I understand.
I respect that. Yeah.
But there's other people, you know. For example, and I'm not, you know, whatever. I'm not fanboying, but there's a guy named Doug Miller. He's doing very, very successful in the industry, and he lives in Virginia and based out of Virginia. All of his companies are based out of Virginia, and he's killing it, like huge in the industry. So it's like, and it's taken him time. I think dude's been in the game since like '98.
God dang.
Or like 2000.
That's tight. Do you have any like outside like business ventures that you want to do like in the future or like soon or Really?
Already been looking into it.
Really?
Yeah, manufacturing and whatnot. The thing is with this, though, it's retarded expensive. You have to have a lot of capital to start this because people are like, oh, we do minimum of 50,000 can orders and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for like 500 to 1,000 cans.
So would you base that off of Gymflo?
No, totally different brand.
Yeah.
I want it super fun, almost like what seems to be killing it with these things. It can't be serious. It can't be dark. It has to be fun, lifestyle-ish. Has to pop, has to have like a vibe or a culture behind it to where it's like fun, energetic.
Culture is everything,
dude. It's huge, and I'm trying to get away with Gymflo. Like I'm sort of rebranding it little by little. If you could tell the difference between like our old tubs, which are darker and whatnot, and our new tubs that are nice and bright and shiny. Like I'm going with a fun look, fun vibe. I'm trying to get away. So one thing that moving forward, you see our guy flexing.
Yeah.
I want to get away from that. Like,
really?
Not that I'm not a cool guy, but like that turns people off sometimes.
Hey, it turns females off.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know. I don't want it to be so serious. It started off as Gymflo started as being fun, and I want to keep it that way. And I don't think it revolves around bodybuilding anymore. It's bigger than just bodybuilding and macho. It's definitely like a lifestyle and a community thing that I want to build. So I think having the dude on there would, not having the dude would help.
Yeah. It's like the lean bulk program I have. It's like anyone can do it. I mean, honestly, it's got chest day and stuff like that. But like,
should hit chest day.
Yeah. But like, you can do it while cutting or bulking, and I think the lean bulk like kind of like deters people away from it. I mean, it's doing well, but like I think at the end of the day, like as far as a marketing standpoint, I think the word bulk, when everyone in the world wants to be shredded, it kind of just
you mentioned bulk to any of my clients, they flip out. Bulk? I don't want to be bulky.
Is this gonna make me have big muscles?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't want to look like him. Like, oh my god.
Man. Yeah.
It's funny. I usually chuckle a lot because I'm like, man, you don't understand how much work that takes to get like that. Like you don't just wake up jacked.
Literally, man. I'm like, They're like, how long did it take you to get like that? Forever.
Yeah, forever.
You don't want to know if this is your first day in the gym.
yeah, forever.
Yeah.
God, a lot of effort.
No, man, no.
But besides outside adventures, or not adventures, it would be adventures, but there's some opportunities with this that I could do smaller minimums, but I'm not sure if I want to take that route just yet. Reason being is like some manufacturers, you can get stock profile. So like I could get an energy drink, but it would have to be their formula. I wouldn't be able to change the ingredients in it or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to sacrifice uniqueness of being something that I could create myself.
Right,
so like it might take more time to save up for it and whatnot, but I already have a name picked out and everything.
Oh, that's tight.
I'll tell you off of this, but what it all is or my idea behind it. But I think it could be cool and be fun. And getting back to why I support other people's crafts.
Of course.
Like if they put effort into it, like Christian and them, they put a lot of effort into these drinks. He shows it behind the scenes. I respect that, and I'll drink it here and there, but if I'm drinking these and all the time spending all this money on, I might as well make my own.
Make your own, yep, exactly. And that's like I said, how I felt about the clothes. It's like, man, like, like these people, like, I mean, I'm not saying they're overcharging, because if you think about the quality, think about the packaging, you have to add all those things into your charging, I guess, rate for it. Because you think about it, like I was actually doing stickers with the shirts and stuff, and you think about it, it's small, but it adds up. And when you're trying to profit because you're trying to make a living off of this, like you have to add that into the shirts, or you have to add it into something, because if not, you're gonna be under. And so man.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like we could talk literally for the rest of the day. So this is
on
you
definitely.
to cap, man.
Most definitely. So this is where we're definitely gonna end it here, and I'm gonna throw all of Miles' stuff here in the bottom in the description and comments below. And if you want to reach out to him, you can give him a follow, check him out, see what he's got going on with Muscle Mileage here into the future. And we'll definitely have you back on again here soon, man. Definitely talk the shit. We're on here for almost 2 hours, man. It's my longest one to date.
I was like, man, I was trying. I didn't know where to look for it at the time. I was like, I know we've been on here for a minute, and I know I can talk a lot. And
I love it. I want this to be like open, man. Like literally, if we wanted to talk for 4 hours, if my phone hasn't burnt up yet.
Right, fire on there. Yeah, nah, man, for real. Like, it's a pleasure for me to be here, man. Like,
thank you, bud. Thank you. But in the meantime, follow us both. Drop any questions you might have below, and give Miles a follow, Muscle Mileage a follow, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks, man.